Okay, so we assess the body, and we have a lot of stuff we need to do. We need to figure out stuff about the tattoos. We need to get Kim to talk about the case. We have to figure out where the rest of the armor went, and apparently Cuno is like the only person that we have around us that could tell us. And we're going to start with this. I don't expect to get a ton of information out of the guy.
So you tried to kill Cuno's girl? What's up with that? You want to talk about it?
So we pointed a gun at, I guess, his girlfriend. I don't know, whatever she is to him. And they were like taunting us, wanting us to shoot them. Well, to be fair, I didn't try to shoot her. I just aimed at her. What, bitch? You fucking making excuses for yourself now? An imperceptible nod. Listen, I'm sorry about all that. I just got a little carried away there. Do this shit again, and Cuno's gonna climb in your room at night with a knife. He points towards Whirling Rags and whispers. Cuno knows where you sleep. The pig who fucked his window up. I'm gonna fucking climb in through that balcony, put the fucking knife in you, yeah? He mouths, I've been in your room. No shit, what? Kid raises his voice. But you and Cuno are good for now, pals. Shoot that shit at Cuno. Let's have a jolly time. Listen, you don't threaten me, Cuno. I will put you into the ground. One word out of you, pig shit, and you're locked out of the Cuno experience forever. You hear me? You hear the Cuno? Yeah, listen. Listen, I hear you. And you're back in business with the Cuno. Now, is it? We got to try and figure out what's going on. Wow. Because we back down, our empathy is lower. Man, this is a legendary empathy check anyways, so it'd be pretty tough. Plus, it's going to be insane. Listen, I gotta discuss what's going on here with you again, Cuno. You gotta tell me something. The fuck about it? Listen, where's the rest of his armor? Like, surely there was some before. Cuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. How come? Cuno's fuck gimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. So this he calls his fuck gimp. A mutant. Look at him, he points to the body. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Cuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Cuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Cuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kickoff of the imaginary helmet. Oh, I bet you he threw it in the garbage bin over here. Cuno kicked the shit in the sea. Oh, kick that shit in the sea, rugby style. The shit means nothing to Cuno. What do you mean? You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Cuno, he repeats. Cuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Cuno's a fucking monk. You want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustache union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates. What do you mean, troubadour? Yeah, cock and boots. You know that jolly union cow fucker came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. He comes in here pretending like he's like cows, trying to catch a peep at Cuno's armor. Go to the gates. Ask him yourself. Oh, curious, my liege. Why did Cuno feed you this information? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't even ask. Maybe he wants something. And you're just telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Cuno? Yeah, Cuno's doing charity today. Cuno Day. Cuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Cuno's doing duty. Pity now. Still seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy, or you may be paranoid. This is another possibility, sire. Well, those contusions all over his body. I'm pretty sure you did that there, Cuno. The fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit? He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. He says you're stupid, Cuno. They want to make you stupid again. Now listen, contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks or stones left on the corpse. Oh, did Cuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? He yells, lets go of his head, suddenly feeling better. This is Cuno's kingdom. Cuno fucking rules here. You hear the lieutenant hum. Thank you. All right, well, Cuno, more on this later. Let's go. We gotta talk about something else now. You're testing Cuno's patience here. Get lost. All right, I'm out of here with these guys. I'm not getting anything. Cuno doesn't fucking care. Cool, good for you. That's exceptional. All right, So, gotta go to the harbor gates and ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. A couple things are leading us that way. Let's see if we can open this thing now. Do we need to equip this? Let's throw this over here. Okay, here we go. Physical... Oh, what? Jam the tool under the lid and pull 3% from physical instrument. We can retry this later. 3%. Come on now. Force time isn't happening. You jammed the primer under the lid, but it just isn't bending. Jesus. What if I just like... I'm a bit heavy, so I'm going to hang on the pry bar with all my weight. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind. That's it. Fine. I can't pry this open. Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working. Yeah, good idea, Kim. Yeah. Good idea, Kim. Good idea. Now, we could go and just do anything, I guess. We could go talk to whoever we want. We could call in. There's something we needed to call in. Wasn't there? We're going to run this serial number on the victim's armor and see what comes up from that. I wouldn't mind just getting like an area, like a lay of the land. See what's going on here. Okay, so let's pick up the radio. Hey, this is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Listen, could you run a serial number from a pair of armored boots for me? Yeah, sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. It's E50.100.1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T500VE. I got it. I'll contact ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then. The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an intersolary law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the Moreland diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government. Okay, well, we're not going to get back till tomorrow, so I'm done with the radio for now. 57th, over and out. Okay, let's close the door. So this is going to take a while. Call Alice back in a day for more info on the armor. Okay. So we still have like, we're only 12 o'clock. What do we have going on here? Let's just check some things out. Get an idea of what we're dealing with, who we're dealing with. Who's what? There's something going on down here.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Ooh.
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
What are they playing? Is this like some type of, like a lawn bowling type of thing?
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah, all right, I got this. Let's ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyways. They're way past their prime. Look at this. Acting without hesitation, hand-eye coordination. Not bad. We're gonna grab the ball and show them how it's done. Well. What are we, like, shot putting? We got it. You're immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. Let's feel the ball. The cold metal ball, surprisingly smooth against your neck, has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. Let's take in our surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted, all sounds, smells, even the wind. Everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. This is time for a last glance inward. Who am I really? An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. The inertia can be contained no more. Then a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. Do it. Well, I don't think that was anywhere close to the other balls. Merde! The old soldier yells in outrage. Bordel de merde! A whorehouse of shit? It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters. Probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak right triceps, that's for sure. I don't care if you're a cop and you do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. Listen, I'm sensing anger and I don't quite understand why. You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bulls. Oh, pétanque, I understand. No, you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. He's getting angry again. We want our bull back. Take it easy, Renee. The Jolly One tries to defuse the situation. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams it to the ground. You owe us a goddamn bull. Okay, guys, I'll try to fix this and get the ball back. I'm sorry. Good, he nods. Mistakes are forgiven, but when men at least try to right their wrongs, I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us? Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely they know anything about the murder. That's a great point. I don't know. We're wandering. We're wandering. You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point. Fair enough logic. Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention. Okay. Hey, do you guys know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling and Rags? Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. And most of the locals, it seems. In Martinaise, the union is the law, so you can really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cops? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to the streets. He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics. What about police women? Oh, I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to their paperwork and other administrative duties. Holy smokes. There are no duties that RCM women couldn't carry out. No, but you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain more challenging tasks, don't you, officer? No, I don't think there's any evolutionary inequality at play here. Really, officer, he smirks. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top. Gender inequality is a very noble, very modern idea, but in real life, primal roles prevail. But I do not wish to discuss this matter further. Okay, well, thank you for your time. That was very helpful. Good chat. Good chat. The coin-operated viewer has been banged up. Inoperable. Okay, let's get some street names going here. Crime, romance, biographies of famous people. Roundabout North. Cape Side Apartments, Martinaise. The ad reads, broken window, Tibbs has windows. Better watch your mouth around me, boy. Who's this? If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Okay. We could use some money. It's a coin-operated viewer. This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Ah, you poor little viewer. The metal feels cold and wet under your skin, or under your palm. It looks unhygienic. Just vandalism everywhere. Probably some kids. Lieutenant inspects the rig slot. Let's take a look inside. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk. written on the other side with the N and C scribbled backwards. Oh, okay. That's Cuno on the lens. Cuno vandalized it. Awesome. Let's shift our focus to the background. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grays appears. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky, weather-worn wooden planks, and X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this is to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Chi Rho, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church. A star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Is that something to do with the stars in that guy's tattoo, maybe? The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Okay. Things I've seen, said. Can't talk to this guy. Nothing I can't do. I'm the job for every man. Oh, here we go. Here's a bag. Frite. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Okay, equip this to collect tare or tare from the streets. Okay. So we can pick up those bottles now. Now we're talking. I guess we don't need to be whipping this crowbar around. Here we go. 10 real, or 10 cents worth, or 10 whatevers. This is a nice spot. Maybe we can ask him about the briefing or whatever from the journal. Replace Lost Boule. Due to some confusion over the game Renee and Gaston are playing, you threw one of their pétanque boules far in the sea. The shot was excellent, but now you owe them a boule. Or at least some similar looking metal sphere. Okay, fine. Hey, you want to tell me about the case? What do you want to know? Well, literally anything would be nice, because I can't remember a single thing. Ah, yes, the case brief you missed. Now I remember. He opens his notes. Yeah, brief, yes, yeah, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said that there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver has been there for 4 days, and no one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company, Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Okay. And what does the briefing say about who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. Why didn't we know anything about the caller? They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. And why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now, it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Hold on. And the RCM is... That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are a part of. Self-organized Peace Corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates with a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this. Okay, good to know. Of course, yes. So, let's just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. That's right. So, would you say this is like a mysterious case? Lieutenant considers your question for a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Well, why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, like something supernatural. I can assure nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Why not? Because it's not part of... He makes a precise hand gesture. Reality. Fair enough. So desperately mundane. You need to funk this case up. I agree. There's something Lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. Huh. Well, I got another question. If we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition. Well, what do you mean exactly? Well, you don't know? His eyes narrowed. I assume you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. I got that whole retrograde amnesia going on. Better still than an imbecilic cop-off. Cop-off? It's just stupidity. What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the industrial harbor. Yours or mine. As if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion. Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinez. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk has just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it. They said, cop off, but he leans in. I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. Somewhere in the back, in your mind, hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says cases solved. The other says confirmed kills. Let's close our eyes and think about this. The rows are endless. Let's look for precinct 41. Jean Vicama. Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness. Your brothers have left you. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta say, I wonder what this says about me then. Why was I sent by my station? He raised an eyebrow, thinking it was best to let you make the next move. It's all part of the master plan, you see. Listen, I was probably sent here to teach you a lesson in style. Okay, he takes a step back. Style me. It's impossible to tell whether he's serious or joking. Listen, you should just ease up a bit, Kim. You need more looseness. No, I don't. I used to. Plainclothes did the trick for both of us, it seems. He nods towards you. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move. So basically, you were volunteered to spoil the competition. Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. Well, what's so special about Martinez anyway? Martinez and nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about the place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. All right, well, enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. Yes, it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I even mentioned it. He's actually glad it's addressed now. Okay, well, why did the 41st send me? Nice. Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. What? No. That can't be right. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss-stained disco garb. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct set me on this case because I'm a fuck-up, like as a joke? I've considered it. His voice is somber. Yeah, but that's not true, right, Kim? I don't think I can say one way or another. I do think it's somewhat unlikely, though. Why is that? I checked the records. The this jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. In all this time, we can't decide who gets Martinez. I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. Ha! So you are the finest. I am the finest of nothing. And do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you, though. True. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they are in for a surprise. We're going to try and convince them that this was a sexy, dark mystery twist. Come on now. Only banal things strike you. At the very core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul. Oof. One you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It was right to abandon you. All right, well, let's go. You do seem to be kind of just following me around there, Kim. Like, am I running this show or? Excuse me? And what if I want to work the case alone? A detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things, and you've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. Well, what if I just need some me time? Some you time? Lieutenant considers this for a moment. This is a police investigation, it's not a journey of self-discovery. You'll still have your evenings to yourself. Okay, well, I'll leave the self-care to the non-work hours. Please do, he says. Wouldn't want your regimen to spill over to the investigation. Lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is just a euphemism for nihilistic drinking. Yeah, I would agree. Looks like we can try this one again. Try to convince them that there's a dark mystery twist. Oh! What if you did it? Whoa. Did what? The hangman, me? Yes, you killed him. And then as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Shit, you know what? I didn't even think about that. That is suspiciously possible. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Are you sure you would have had the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape. I don't know if we want to tell Kim that. I think let's keep this one to ourselves. It's our burden to bear. Okay. Maybe he can disprove it, though. Lieutenant, I got a confession to make. I think I might be the murderer. Lieutenant appears unfazed. And what has led you to this conclusion? Actually, I don't think that's the case, because the body has been hanging for 7 days, and we've only been here for like 3 or 4. Look, I'm a pretty bad person. I believe I could have done anything. He sighs. Well, we've yet to find any real evidence pointing to you in this case, or even a possible motive. So let's not add you to the list of suspects just yet. Besides, I doubt you could have taken down a hardened mercenary single-handedly. Probably right. See, you're clearly not a man in your prime anymore. Studies your face for signs of offense. Don't take it personally. It's just that security guards kept on by large corporations tend to be better trained and better armed than officers of the RCM. So you're saying that I didn't kill him? I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in the crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we? I agree. Okay. Couple of updates here. Replace the Lost Boule. This map is updated. So sleeping dock worker, we could try to wake him up. We could talk to Cuno with the empathy. We never tried that. I don't think we tried this either. So these are just ones that we haven't tried yet. We do need to find a map somehow to be kind of helpful. I'm not seeing anything new in here. Maybe morale taking a hit. Get that fixed up. Oh, see, now we see bottles everywhere. This is going to be how we make all of our cash, it seems. Where do we sell them, though? And who's buying them? Someone's got to clean up the streets. Enormous bulls worthy of a worthy of a real man. Yeah, okay. Quite the bulls we have there. Got a bunch of books on display. This book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. The book is titled Man from Heimdall and the Wildfire. This is a book about pate. This book you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about the Bodero culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology. Okay. We could talk to these guys, I guess. Maybe go into this bookstore. Jeez, look at this. I don't know where we're going to turn these in. I'm guessing maybe back at the store. It says frite. So if we can find that, that would probably be helpful. Let's do a quick review and decide what we want to tackle next. We're still waiting to run the victim's armor. We need to ask around about the tattoos, try to get the body down, access the harbor, and get Everett Claire's help. We got to talk to Gautier again. There's a couple of things, actually, to talk to him about. We still have the wheelchair lady inside we didn't talk to, the bookstore person. We need to try and track down the gun. Someone local pawn shop we could try to find. Track down our badge. Open the trash container. We tried the pry bar, but we're weak. Gautier has a key, so that's the other thing we can talk to him about. So maybe we'll start there. We'll go back and talk to Gautier and see what information we can get and maybe apologize for being a dick.
Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.